Boom! All in your face. Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when the monkey mind wants to take over. We're doing something different. Instead of doing regular Shangodiacs, which deals with Western astrology, zodiac signs, we're doing the Chinese Shangodiac, okay? So we're going to get busy with that in just a moment. First, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And of course, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. All right. In that order, the order of operations. Okay. So be sure to also lick that like button. Okay. Crack the crack and all the way back. Okay. The way you love it. All right. So before we get started here, quick announcements. Some of you may or may not know, but we have recently dropped two classes. Okay. They're very, very short. It's video module. One for, I have two of my most popular spells that clients request for me to do. I have given up the game, given up the secrets for the 3-day binding spell. So if there's a lover that you want to pull to you, you little snake, okay? And this is the Chinese Shangodiac for the snake. So it fits, okay? Whether you want to pull someone to you or put a magical edge over the relationship you have and keep their ass here. You want that 3-day binding spell class. I give you all the goods. I walk you step by step, leave nothing to guess. All right. Also, 3-day breakup spell. Some of you snakes can be very vengeful, and there's a relationship you possibly want to break up. It's not my place to judge. Okay. I do believe in this life, there's so much gray area. Things are not just always black and white. So, having said that, please use discretion, very powerful energy. But like I said, there's even a module at the end that you can use while you're actually doing the spell, because there's a very powerful banishing mantra that is a part of this 3-day spell. You're going to want to get that. Also, we have our 2020 Secret of My Success oils. If you really want to get that edge for 2020 and the way 2020 starting off, you need all the edge you can get. Okay, so you definitely want to pick that up. There's the 2020 Secret of My Success prosperity oil, and there's the 2020 Secret of My Success love and lust oil. Okay, and let me tell you, I have been using the prosperity oil a lot, and I got to tell you, this thing is hot. These oils were made probably in, I think they were made towards the Thanksgiving time is when they were made, but they've been charged to I don't know how many moons now. There was also at least, I know, 2 eclipses that I can remember. You know, copious amounts of weed will do that to you, but I can remember there's 2 eclipses that these are charged. So these things are very potent. You definitely want to get that, and I suggest you just get the bundle. Get both. Everybody can use a little bit more love and lust, and everybody can use some more prosperity, no matter how much you got right now, right? Okay. So without further ado, let's get into you snakes reading here. Okay. So I did a 9-card spread for y'all. And this is the card in the middle. And the one in the middle for me always reflects what is more so going to take up, what's going to be on your chest a lot as a main theme, if you will, for the month of February. And I see, yeah, a lot of you snakes are moving on up like the Jeffersons. Oh, well, we're moving on up, moving on up. That's right. But you know what? This spade represents also spiritually. This is growth. This is going to another level of the game. And as a result, you'll notice when you start putting your spirituality first, which is admittedly difficult to do in this 3 dimension because our 5 senses seem to rule us. But if you can quiet yourself and tap into your answers, you will find things start to align in your physical world as you align yourself spiritually. And a lot of this stuff will happen in ways that it's just like, it just happens. You almost don't even have to do anything a lot of times, it seems, you know? And then whatever you do is just exponentially increased. So I see going to another level spiritually. And for me, I feel like a lot of you guys, a lot of you snakes are getting promoted. But this is a different kind of promotion. You know what kind of promotion it is? Self-promotion. You're promoting yourself. And you're doing it spiritually, and it's being reflected in your work life, even physically. Some of you are going to be getting your workout on, getting that shit right, getting that shit tight, because spring's going to be coming up here before you know it. And you're going to want to either get halfway naked or find somebody to get halfway naked with. And you want to make sure that when them clothes drop off, you're looking right. But once again, the main thing here is, like I said, spiritually, just going to another level, expanding, another intensity of something also. So those of you who are doing your path working, keeping on with what you're doing, because you're doing a phenomenal job, I must say. February in this perspective looks very good. All right, so there's some other, let me just see it. This is the bottom row here. And a lot of what kind of got your attention onto this path where you are moving up, for some of you, has also been wanting to, experience your life as the creator. Okay, what I mean by that, it's too easy in this life to just feel like you're a leaf in the wind at the mercy of the wind. You're just in reactionary mode, and there's this part of your soul that says, I want to know what it's like. There's that aspect of you that creates all your reality, and manifesting either a cup of coffee or, a new behavioral trait or some more money or whatever it is, it's all really the same. It's the same type of process. And it's that communion with your divinity that we're also talking about here. But this is coming through so many different ways right here. Oh, you snakes, all right. Spitting out that venom. Now, I got to say this, the way it's coming through, all right. Some of you snakes, I'm going to address this one first, all right. Look at these. Got the 5 of spades reverse. This was underneath the middle card, 3 of diamonds. And this was on the other side, okay? So I'm going to address this one first. Some of you snakes are going to want to be careful, because I sense there's going to be opportunities, and I say that loosely, opportunities here in February to get in some shit, okay? And depending on who you are and what kind of shit you get in, it can possibly turn to some form of violence if you're not careful. But this is actually really speaking about also a need for defense. And I'm going to say it like this too. A lot of you snakes, I would suggest that you get or keep your spiritual protection up, your energetic protection up. Okay, February is going to be one of them months where you definitely want to be fortified. You don't want to slack on your macking. Okay, you want to be trump tight as far as your protection goes. All right, you're going to need that. You're going to definitely need that. There's really only one way this is kind of coming through. Actually, now it's 2. The first thing that I seen is some of you snakes are also dealing with, wow, this just came in, and I don't know where the hell this came from, but I thought it was just somebody, some of you snakes are the target of somebody magically. And that still is true, okay? You guys are the target of somebody magically, which also is why you want to have your fortification up. I say fortification better. Protection makes it sound like you're just always under attack. In this case, some of you snakes are under attack or have been under attack. But I want to say this is coming through, and I don't know if you're going to get it. If you do get it, then it really is for you. This is also about a generational curse that has remained undealt with in your bloodline, and possibly even for you, not even so much bloodline as it is just karmic also. Now, it can be karmic and then be played out in this life as in somebody throwing at you. but they're throwing at you basically just because you agreed to experience this when you came back down here at this time, because this is going to lead you also back to this. I don't know who this is for and I don't know why, but there's a generational curse that you are going to finally deal with. It stops here, okay? The buck stops here, not on your watch. It may take you a while. This may not be all resolved and shit within the month of February, but I guarantee you, you are where the buck stops. You're where the bullshit stops, okay? And if you have children, you definitely want to keep that in mind too, because things do have a way of jumping from generation to generation until somebody finally says, fuck this shit, okay? Enough's enough, all right? Also, I think I addressed this though, but part of what also I can see spurn this like growth, this promotion, this, this sense that to grow, to get into the next level was also because, yeah, I want my money to come up too, and that's okay. That's okay. Some people call that low magic, like, oh, you're doing spells for money, or you're doing spells for this or that. That's lower level shit. And in some ways, I can see the point in that, from different perspectives, you see things differently. So, like I said, when you start putting your spiritual life and your spirituality first, you will notice a pecking order. Things will start to fall in line, and this is no exception. And however your spirit has to get your attention, whether it's with money problems, whether it's relationship problems, whether it's health problems, or whether it's just lack of focus, feeling like you don't know where you belong or what you should be doing or whatever, that's all your spirit calling you. It's trying to call you to look within, because that's where all your answers are, unless you go to ShanGO Red TV, because they're here too. All right. So, but I would say almost currently though, some of y'all are also cutting people off left and right. February looks like a month that a lot of you snakes are going to be chopping off other snakes' head, okay? Because some of you got snakes in the grass. You need to cut your grass and keep your grass real short to see the snakes in the grass, okay? This may come as irreconcilable differences. Irreconcilable can also just mean that there's no way to reconcile that other person's bullshit for you. So therefore, you're gonna cut them off. I feel like this is a lot of times this could be two people just not seeing eye to eye, and they're just, nobody wants to budge on their position. But this card is coming through this time for you snakes, as in just people are getting cut off, just get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Just cut off. Just cut off. Cut, cut, cut. Cut, cut, cut. And here's another card here that was on the side here. So for some of you snakes, this is also going to represent a time in which, depending on your relationship, some of you snakes may have always been close with either your mother or the motherly figure in your life. I do see that some of you are actually maybe even going to make February, maybe small steps, but a better relationship with that woman, with that person, okay? Who is got like the motherly energy, or is your mother, or was a mother-like figure to you, okay? So that's actually a good thing. The other way that this card is coming through too, I see some of you snakes actually getting closer with one or more of your children also. There will be opportunities in February to even enhance the relationship even more. So if it was kind of touch and go, if it was getting a little rough or whatnot, I see some of you mommy snakes, finally moving to another place. Like I said, things start to fall in line when you put your spirituality first, okay? Because really, when you leave, you're going to leave this body, and you ain't taking none of the money. You ain't taking none of the material possessions. You ain't even taking your kids or anybody else with you. You came in alone. You're going to leave alone, all right? So towards the end of the month, and I'm actually happy to tell you guys this, but there's going to be somebody who's coming through. Could be a water sign, Okay, but this is a very well, this is an individual that you when you see this individual, you're just gonna be like, oh my god, this person is so fine, and there's something magnetic about him, and it's just gonna be like, bzzz, okay. But this one, yeah, they got like a youthful energy to them too. You know what I'm saying? And they're not reversed, although they could have a tendency maybe to be a little, I don't want to say immature, but maybe a little difficult to count on in certain ways. They might be very frenetic. They might forget certain things. They might whatever. But all in all, I feel this person is going to be coming to you in the month of February, and they don't have any ill intentions. Okay? They don't have any ill intentions. Let's see what we got here. Also, there could be either a earth sign, but I feel like this is a woman who may come and show up, guide guide you. Some of you give some of you snakes some guidance as far as on financial matters. Okay, this person may come and give you some really good advice that you can use. They may even, assist you financially. Also, it can come. Their assistance can come in a lot of different ways. It can actually be cash, or it can just be an information that you can use as far as your finances go. Okay, and like I said, this person could be an earth sign. This in this case, I'm definitely feeling like it's a woman, so you definitely want to look out for that. Okay, she's gonna be coming through, and she's gonna help. Sometimes someone can just give you one word, and that's why a lot of times, the right readings from the right people are important. Okay, because sometimes we all need an outside perspective. And sometimes, like I said, just the right word is enough just to change the trajectory of your life by even a couple inches, okay? But that dramatically impacts where you end up, especially if you do something with that information, okay? Last but not least, on top of this middle card, there may be a change of heart coming, okay? There may be a change of heart. It may seem like a change of heart. I see some of you snakes possibly taking a lower emotionally. There could be a probability that you find yourself kind of like in this emotional dip. This card kind of feels a little heavy, not too much, but it's more or less emotionally also, like I said, a change of heart. For the other demographic of snakes, the other and only message that this is coming through is there's someone that's on your mind, and it could even be a situation that seems to kind of control your emotions. And in a way, I'm kind of glad you're finally smacking up against this once again, because you're going to learn that you are the author of your emotions. Really, things can only affect you so much as to what you allow them to. Okay, so if you take it as a lesson, and if you take it as an opportunity, once again, to also see what makes you tick, why are you even feeling like this? What the hell's really going on? Then it's going to be a stepping stone for you. If you just react to it and whatever, then you're just going to keep getting beat up with it until it kind of goes away and then comes back again and shits on you. Okay, it's going to pull its pants down, and it's got diarrhea, and it's just going to spread its butt cheeks and just spray all over you. Okay, so if you want to experience that and keep living with that, that's up to you. Okay, but if you want, like I said, take this as an opportunity, take the charge out of it, so it doesn't affect you like it does, because it always comes back to you. So if you start looking at things in that way, I'm telling you, you're going to make a lot of movement real fast. Okay, don't worry about how long it takes though, but when you don't worry about how long it takes, that's when it happens fast. All right, so that's your Chinese Shangodiac, your little snake. All right, peace and blessings. Don't forget to go to ShanGO-Ray.com, pick up the classes, and pick up the 2020 Secret of My Success Oil, and possibly even get you a reading while you at it. All right.